Hey, you guys, it's Veterans Day, and I wanted to try to do a little storytelling. Um, this is in a corner of my office at my house, and you'll see the flag that I was given. It was flown in my honor over the Al Fa Palace in Baghdad, September 27th, 2009. And there are some caps from the Belknap, USS Belknap, and the USS Yellowstone from years ago where I sang on them. And then at the bottom, you can see challenge coins, and you military people will know exactly what those are. That picture in the back is my dad in World War II. And really, I wish I could just go through the whole office and show you why Veterans Day is such a big deal to me. I'm gonna go back to my chair. Sorry, I don't want you to get dizzy when we do this, but I wanna pick up my guitar and kind of tell you a story. Um, you'll see that I have on what were then called BDUs, battle dress uniforms. They've gotten different colors now and different names, but this is what I wore Christmas of 2003 all over the north of Iraq. And my first trip into Iraq was August of 2003. And I actually rode in a taxi across the Turkish-Iraqi border to partner with some of my friends who were doing humanitarian work about an hour north of Mosul. And once I got there, we were so close to the military. And I one afternoon, it was 130 degrees, and I had discovered that they had just found out they were going to be there a year instead of 6 months. And so I got the email address of the division chaplain for the 101st Airborne, Chet Eggert, and got a hold of him and said, look, I don't need to do any concerts, but do you have any chapel services that I can do? And he said, we've got 4 on Sunday if you can get here. And in the meantime, I just thought, the Congress people, they're all just going to Baghdad, but nobody's coming up north, and nobody's telling these guys thank you. So I wrote this song, up in my friend's house with the swamp cooler blowing on me, and wrote this song and tried it out. And I went to Mosul that day and did 4 chapel services. And about midday, Chaplain Eggert said, "Hey, why don't you stay with us this week and you go where I go?" And so the next morning at dark 100, we are getting ready to board a Black Hawk helicopter. I'm hoping I'm not wimping out, And so we go way out to Telefar, and things were difficult. And it just seemed like when I sang this song to tell them thank you, that some of them would say, "Oh man, you just nailed it." And then, I remember when they invited me. They said, "Hey, why don't you come back for Christmas?" And so it was Christmas 2003. I was there for a month. I was there with 33 different chaplains. But before we got into Iraq, we were in Kuwait and stuck in tent number 3. And there were some bad boys. Their language was just pretty bad. And one kid said, "Ma'am, can I borrow your guitar?" Because our plane kept being broken, or it would be delayed. We were like 4 days in that tent. And so I said, "Sure, man, you can use it." And so he starts playing, and he starts kind of picking out Happy Birthday song. And I said, "Where are you playing that?" And he said, "Because today's my birthday, my 19th birthday, and I didn't know if anybody would sing it to me." Well, of course I sang it to him. And, every day another guy had come borrow my guitar. Well, the last night, and these guys said, "Ma'am, you've heard all of us play, but we haven't heard you play anything. Will you play us a song?" And I said, "Hey, guys, I wrote this song just for you." And so I sang this song to them. I have pictures of them sitting on cots, and they're trying not to wipe away the tear. And then when I finished, they would yell for their guys to come over and say, "Hey, man, she wrote this song for me, but you can hear it. Ma'am, could you sing it one more time?" And it was just a profound, incredible privilege to look into the eyes of those soldiers and say thank you. I'm afraid they're forgotten in the current climate, but I for one want to say thank you for being faithful, both the deployed and their spouses and those who've retired. You are my dear friends, and I just want to say a big thank you. You see my outfit, it has Betsy and it has HMI, which is Heart Song Ministries, and I've got my Screaming Eagle over here.
And I'm actually an honorary distinguished member of the 502nd Regiment of the 101st Airborne. I own that proudly. So here we go. When you think you're out here all alone, when it seems like you'll never go home, and when the tired you feel goes down into your bones, thank you for being faithful. When the scenes of death are playing through your mind, and the peace you're looking for you just can't find, and all you want to do is be with those behind, thank you for being faithful. You have paid such a price, such a cost, all for freedom's price. You have stood tall and strong through the night when the fight was long. So let me say, for everyone back home, thank you all for the courage you have shown. We will remember you until you're safely home. Thank you for being faithful. You have stood tall and strong through the night when the fight was long. So let me say, for everyone back home, thank you all for the courage you have shown. We will remember you until you're safely